Okay, so this is a continuation of abortion debate with Human Rights for Everyone. Kind of took some time off there, kind of got distracted, but I'm back. Now, I'm going to talk about this major subject of this video. Buzzword is triage. We got to perform triage. You know what triage means? It's like you're at you show up at a car accident. Two buses collide. You got all these people dying, and you can only save a certain few of them. So you save the ones that you can, and you let the other ones die. And so that's what fetuses are. Fetuses are the people who we're going to let die because we got to save the other people. Because you can only save a certain amount of people when you're performing triage. We have to perform triage. The people who I'm talking about saving are the orphans. We got to save the orphans. There's lots of kids living on the street, lots of kids who are sick, lots of kids who need mommies and daddies. We don't have the money to take care of all these little kids, especially in third world countries. The fact of the matter is there's too many kids. Now I know your argument is oh, there's not enough kids. Well, that's another argument. We're talking about triage here. Assuming that there's too many kids. There's too many kids. So forget about those little fetuses who aren't even kids yet. That's the main thing that I'm talking about. Now, as far as you using this word intrinsic worth, like a fetus has intrinsic worth, like it can become a human being. Well, a fetus an orphan could become a great person. They have intrinsic worth. What about their worth? Let's focus on this world, the world that you can help. If you're worrying about a fetus, it's kind of like sitting here in America and whining about what's going on in Africa. You know, when all you can really do is help the people in America. You know, if you're going to help somebody in Africa, I suppose you could send them money. You could do this kind of thing, but you can't actually get in there and help them. You can only help people you can help. So let's help the people here. The spirit world can take care of themselves. There are billions and billions and billions and billions of souls out there in the spirit world who are doing fine without us. In fact, they help us more than we help them. They're down here helping us. So, the soul in a fetus, you know, his little vehicle that he thought he was going to get to drive around for a few years, ends up dying. It's only speculation what happens to this guy's soul. Maybe they do get pissed off. Maybe they go, oh, damn. But the fact of the matter is they don't feel pain. You say fetuses feel pain. You haven't sent me a link to any study that shows that they feel pain, so you're just speculating. I'm going to say that they don't feel pain because there's no reason to feel pain. Pain is a feeling that the body feels to make you stop doing something. Like if you put your hand over the fire, you feel pain so that you move the hand out of your fire. Because if you didn't feel pain, you'd leave your hand there and your hand would burn off and then you wouldn't have a hand and then you're screwed. A fetus, what's a fetus going to do? If a mosquito crawls in the lady's pussy and bites the fetus isn't going to be able to slap the mosquito, and the mosquito can't fly in there anyways. There's no use to having pain. If a fetus feels pain, what's he going to do to stop the pain? It's just a lump of meat in there. He doesn't feel pain. Maybe the fetus squirms. Maybe they think that they feel pain because they're squirming. I'm just guessing, but you're going to have to show me give me a link of like some kind of study. Now, as far as Dr. what's his name, who you told me about, Dr. Killam or something, who would stick spikes in babies' heads just before they're coming out. I've never heard about that guy, but I know that our abortion's legal, but the abortion laws say that you can't You can't abort a fetus after 6 weeks or something like that. It's a late term abortion until like 6 weeks, and after that, it's illegal. So you are stepping outside of the boundary area of our debate. We're talking about whether or not abortion should be legal. I'm not talking about sticking spikes in babies' heads right before they're born. I agree, that's murder. I'm saying abortion should be legal until the baby, if the baby's born, it's going to die. I mean, even preemies, they born and they live. I'm talking about abortion, killing fetuses. Now, I think we can't get to the next level of the debate until, and of course I'm not just talking about you and me, I'm talking about debate in general. We can't get to the next level of the debate until we bring religion into it, spirituality. Now, you might say, well, we're in a secular country, you have to throw all that out the window. Well, if you're going to throw all that out the window, then number one, it doesn't make sense to speculate, because you're speculating that the fetus feels pain. So you're being religious just in that in itself right there. Number two, a lot of these scientists who say that human life starts at conception are atheists. I don't want an atheist to be in control of my life. I want the atheists to be collecting garbage and cleaning up the toilets and having jobs and not in power. I want somebody in power who thinks that there's a purpose to life. I don't want somebody in power who thinks as soon as you die, you're gone, your soul's gone, there's no soul, you might as well not have existed at all. And if you're going to have that attitude, that atheistic attitude, then what's so bad about killing a fetus anyways? Because it's like it never existed in the first place. It never had a life. The only life it had was growing as this completely still piece of growing life, if as you call it. It's like a plant. People kill plants all the time. So what's the big deal? If you're an atheist, you kill a plant, it's like the plant never existed anyways. You kill a fetus, it's like the fetus never existed anyways. And there's no pain anyways. Because it's just this thing. Now, bringing religion into it. We need to realize that this universe is teeming with life. The same way that the Amazon rainforest is teeming with life. You sitting here thinking that life is all about the earth and the world and people walking around in here is kind of like a person in the Amazon sitting around looking at all the trees and thinking they're in the desert. It's not all about this life. We have to. There's plenty of spirits in the spirit world who are taking care of themselves, who are just fine without us. It's not up to us to make sure that every tiny piece of meat has to become a human. That's and you never addressed euthanasia. What do you think about euthanasia? That's killing somebody against their permission. It's the same thing, only they had a life. Fetus never had a life. Oh man, what was I going to say? We have to worry about on this world. This world's got enough problems. Our responsibility is to this world. All the spirits come from all over the place. They come to this world. We have to live a life in this world. We have to figure out how to have world peace, how to not kill the planet, how to take care of each other. We got to figure out how to take care of the orphans. we're taking on too much by protecting something. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. Protecting something that's not even alive. I only have a couple seconds, but this is what I'm going to say. You like to extrapolate stuff and blow stuff way out of proportion, like call, pro-choice people Nazis and all this kind of thing. Well, it's kind of similar to what the Pope does. The Pope says that, I don't know if you knew, but the Pope thinks that condoms should be illegal because you're killing people. Because you're killing the intrinsic value of the future embryo that's going to be an embryo in the future. So then what's next? Illegalize masturbation? Where does it stop? It stops with 6 weeks into the growth of the fetus. That's where it stops. Okay.